I can't fucking stand you.
Wow. Okay.
Good morning, Monday Moaners.
Episode 4. Second episode of the furry bunny in my mouth.
Are you liking it? Do you like it more now?
I kind of want to eat it a little bit.
Take a bite, see what happens.
Would that be weird?
I think that would be good. You should do that. Just take a chomp.
So, it's Monday, hence Monday Moans. Usually we're uploading these on, or at least recording them on Sundays, right?
Yeah, but we decided to keep it real with you guys and actually record on a Monday.
Yep.
So you get the true Monday Moan vibe. So
do you want to tell everybody how your weekend went?
Yeah, I can do that. I actually don't really have much to say about my weekend. It was pretty uneventful. Did a little wine night with some of my girlfriends on Friday. Drank a whole bottle of wine. It was wonderful.
By yourself, or?
Well, I was with people, so obviously it wasn't by myself. I drank a bottle of wine
drink by yourself.
Accompanied with other people.
We're all friends here.
I did not drink on my own, but I would happily admit to it if I did. But yeah, I did wine night with some girlfriends, and then other than that, yeah, it was a pretty chill weekend for me. I just stayed at home, watched some TV. I'm binge watching The Resident right now. If anyone knows that TV show, it's a medical drama. I'm a sucker for medical dramas. My favorite is Grey's Anatomy.
It's like a very basic bitch answer. Oh my gosh, she's dropping the furry. Okay, we rattled her so far. That's good.
You know, I'm gonna rattle you. How about that?
No, that's not necessary today.
Yeah, I think it is. I think a good punch in the throat would work really well.
Not my first
time. Grey's Anatomy is my favorite TV show, but I am currently watching The Resident. It is really good. The main character is hot as fuck. 10 out of 10. So that was my weekend. Really uneventful. I think Alec is going to have more interesting juice than I am.
I'm going to have more interesting juice because I actually decided to go out in the city this weekend. For the audience, Julia is a tweak. But we love her.
If you call me a tweak one more fucking time, okay, Alec, I'm going to kick your ass.
We love
on
her
this
for
podcast.
It. So
you're an inconsiderate bitch.
Okay, so Julia probably has her own perspective on things.
After you hear this, you're going to understand why Alec doesn't have a girlfriend.
One of the many reasons. Okay.
This is going to be the biggest reason why Alec is single. Any lady watching this, I need you, even if you could give a fuck about this podcast, I need you to interact and be on my side after he explains what he's trying to explain. Thank you. Continue.
Julia skipped her 13th reason and went straight to the 14th. Okay, so, well, anyway, let me talk about how my weekend went first before I humble Julia here in her own home.
You're not gonna humble me. You're gonna humble yourself.
No, I'm definitely not gonna do that.
Okay, tell us about your weekend.
Okay, so my weekend was actually pretty good. You know, I was about to say if you had to do a fuck, marry, kill segment, you'd probably have to kill the whole weekend for yourself because it was.
My weekend was amazing.
It was amazing.
I loved my weekend.
I
would marry every single day. You want to know who I would kill? You.
Okay. Well, listen. If the FBI is watching,
I would fucking marry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and kill Alec.
Thank God that's not an option.
How do you know that?
Listen, yeah.
I can delete this podcast footage.
Maybe episode 5, you kill me.
Well, that is like the still for the video. Just me going.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send that to the police when my fucking body shows up. I'm gonna be like, she did it. Anyway.
Well, it's on my phone.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what did I get up to? Friday, I had I went out with our friend. I don't even know what we call him. It starts with a Z. We're gonna call him Zebra. Zebra, right? We went out with Zebra.
So another 2-man.
Well, it was Zebra and. Ooh, how do we do this?
Was it Lala?
No. Yes, Lala was there, but she came later.
Mm-hmm.
But he was with.
He was with a friend of his.
Yes. So he was with a friend. Okay, that makes it easy. Thank God. So he was with a friend of his.
You made it so sketchy for no fucking.
I mean,
reason.
it's. Listen, I'm Zebra. If you're watching, all right, this one's for you. So we went out on Friday to Mother's. that's where we started for his friend's
And
birthday.
they only go to interesting bars that I've never been to when I'm not in the city.
That's on purpose.
I'm sure it is.
Well, anyway,
You
so
inconsiderate fucking shit.
yeah, I'll be here all week. So
And there was a comment that said that someone needs to save him. He doesn't need to be saved.
I do need saving.
No,
You're
he
a real
doesn't.
one for that. All
No,
right?
he doesn't.
I need saving.
He's happy right now.
I'm being held hostage
so lucky
here
right
against
now.
my will. Anyway, so she just doesn't want me to talk about my weekend because she knows how much better mine was. Thank you. Okay,
Just because you can't stay in and deal with your own thoughts does not mean that you had a better weekend than me. Sorry, I can handle my inner thoughts.
Someone say.
I can handle my inner thoughts. I don't know about you, Mr. Codependent.
I don't think you can handle your outer thoughts that you speak on, though. That's the real issue here.
You're codependent. Not my
That's
problem that I
fine.
can have a weekend on my own.
Codependency is totally fine in today's day and age. Okay, it's a real life problem that I'm working on.
Go to therapy.
No, oh no. Okay.
Shit.
Drop the fucking fuzzy one more time. You're gonna see what happens. Anyway, so
Friday you went to Mother's with
Friday I
Zebra
went to
and a couple
Mother
other
with
people.
Zebra and a couple other people. I actually went. If the audience doesn't know yet, I'm deeply single and deeply
Wonder why.
happy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, happy is the first word that comes to my mind.
Anyway, so we went out to Mother's for the 15th time that I'm saying this because Julia keeps interrupting me. And we did some music. It was like a friend's birthday. I've never met these people in my life. But they were chill. There's a pool table there. Most importantly was I got a girl's number.
Most importantly, not making new friends.
No, we don't need that. I have enough of those. Although they're
dwindling.
Yeah, they're getting lost in heavy
me.
numbers.
And he's fucking with me right now. His numbers are low.
So anyway, I got this girl's. She was actually leaving. So like I saw that she had her Uber called.
Like leaving the bar.
Yeah, well, she's a friend's friend that's not the birthday girl. Her name. We're just gonna call her Erin because that's her fucking name. So if she's watching this, I'm sorry.
Erin, run.
So
Run.
anyway, Erin was with this guy that was on the heavier side.
Just say he's fat.
On the melting ice cone side. Ice cream
say
cone.
Say it with your chest.
No, listen. I don't discriminate. Julia might, but maybe that's a different episode. So
he was
anyway,
big boned.
He was very big boned. But she was like a cute girl, and I'm like, they've got to be friends, right? Or maybe he's bi, maybe he's gay, right? In 2025, there's never been any judgment, but specifically in 2025, we're very
or he had a great personality.
Inclusive. No, he definitely didn't have that. Anyway, so he was a little bit on the chunkier side, and she was cute. So I was like, okay. But anyway, I see him kiss her on the forehead, and I'm like, okay, so they're either really, really good friends, or
they're dating. I would never kiss
or he's
you
gay,
on the forehead.
or they're
if you kissed
dating.
me on the forehead, I'd punch you in the throat.
It's like that line with fucking, what was it, Kevin Gates and Rihanna, where he's like, I'd kiss you on the forehead. Anyway, so she comes up to me, and one thing I've noticed is that like usually if I go out, I'm wearing like a tucked in t-shirt and my dress pants. But lately I've been wearing like what I call my fuckboy outfit, which is like my
the
jeans, t-shirt, and like a snapback. And I don't know why, but girls will come up to me and like just be more receptive in general.
We know why. Women love fuckboys,
Okay,
especially at a bar. They like the look of one. Like they want a fuckboy that is nice.
Yeah.
Good thing you're not that.
No. I think as fuckboys go, like I'm a pretty like sympathetic guy to the cause.
Yeah, to your cause.
No, to the girl cause, to the female society cause.
Right.
Anyway, so she came up to me. The Zebra's friend introduced me to her, and I was like, "Nice to meet you."
Wait, this is the girl that has the bigger boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I don't think they're dating. I asked later, and basically she said that what's her name? Let's just call her.
We were calling her Erin, weren't we?
No, that was Erin, but Zebra's friend. There's so many fucking names.
What does it start with?
We're just gonna call her Alex. That's easy. So Alex told me.
Well, I have no clue who it is. Would I know? Do I know
yes,
this
you
person?
know who it is. It doesn't matter. So Alex told me that they were like on and off again, like hooking up, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, you like it kind of gave me the ick seeing her with this guy because I'm like, you're a cute girl. You don't have to put up with that. Like, I could take you away from all this sort of situation. And anyway, so I got her name, I got her number. She was actually leaving already, so she literally gave me a hug, and she was like, "I just called my Uber, but like, I wish we got to talk more." I'm like, "That's okay. Give me your number. We'll talk later." I gave her a hug, and she was like, "You're really cute," and I'm like, "Thanks. So are you." And as she's like leaving the hug, she's a little like drunk, right? Like I wasn't like whatever. Anyway, so she was a little drunk, but she like kind of like grazed my cheek and like held it there to the point where I thought she was like trying to make a move on me. But knowing myself, like I'm not gonna like think that she was trying to kiss me and then go and like stand on business and like kiss her back, right? Like I wouldn't do that. That would be like, because what if she's like, that's disgusting. Like I did not want to try to kiss
You
you.
kind of had not. If you're unsure, I feel like the right move is to
Not do
not
it.
do it.
Yeah, or shoot for the stars, and I mean, have a
You
really
might
good
be,
lawyer
you
on
might,
hand.
yeah, you might be in the stars after doing that.
Yeah. So anyway, so I got her number. I thought it was weird, but I texted her the next day. And she texted me saying something like, "Hey, it's Alex from Mothers." So I texted her the next morning. I was like, "Hey, Alex from Mothers, like, well, actually, let me just
Just so
read
you know,
exactly
for
what I
anyone in the
said.
comments, it's
Mm.
Alec with a C.
With a C, yeah.
ALEC. I've been seeing some people putting Alex.
So
I'm the only one that can put disrespect on his name.
right, and my haters. But anyway, so I go, "Hi, Alex from Mothers. Can't believe you left a minute after meeting me. That was hard to cope with the rest of the night." It's like a little cheeky,
She
kind of
didn't
like,
respond.
yeah, well, thanks for reading that. Thanks for spoiling it for everybody. But she didn't respond, which was weird because, like, she gave me the hug. She said, like, "Oh, you're really cute. Like, can I get your number?"
Big boned brother must be giving her the pipe.
Yeah, maybe it's not the big personality is what he has. Maybe it's something else. Um, anyway, so that was humbling on Saturday morning. But I also, after she left, I met this other girl, and we're gonna name her. There's a lot. Sorry, guys.
Is this the one you texted me about?
The one that's taller.
The boy, the one with the job.
No, 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 no. That one is Saturday. Listen, we're still on Friday,
Oh,
Julia.
we're still on Friday.
Yeah, yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
yeah, yeah. Well,
psychopath.
yeah. So anyway, Friday, TLDR. She was like 5'10" or 11.
What does TLDR mean?
Too long, didn't read. I'm giving you like the synopsis right now, like the
Oh,
Spark Notes version.
Didn't know. That's the first time I've learned what that is.
That's okay.
So you 5'10".
She's 5'10". And I'm not 5'10".
You're 5'11".
Okay, thank you. No, I'm probably like 5'6". But anyway, so
okay.
right.
With
so,
like risers on.
Well, then I'd be 5'8".
Okay, that is such a stretch. It's not even funny.
Maybe 5'9". So anyway, so she was definitely.
You might
taller
as
than
well
me.
call Big Bone Brother Skinny Mini if you're gonna be making up shit like that.
Okay, let's call Skinny Mini then. Anyway, so we talked for a little bit at the first at Mother's, and then we went to Butch McGuire, and I honestly I think there's a strategy when it comes to like talking to maybe certain girls. And I'm like, she's like, because I was wearing the fuckboy outfit, and she just assumed that I like slept around or something because she starts asking me like, what's your move on girls? And I feel like if a girl asks you like what your move is,
they think you're a whore.
Well, I was gonna say they might be kind of like into you a little bit, unless they're like,
well, that too, but they're also they think you're a whore.
Yeah, but they like it apparently. So anyway, so there was like two options, right?
For the night, yeah.
Yeah, for the night. Well, there's two options. She either was like a girl either asks you if you have a strategy because she wants to like know it and like I don't know, like just know it from like a friendly like if you ask me like what's my strategy, I'll tell you, but you wouldn't be like, oh, I want to fuck him because of that. But other girls might be more interested in saying that. So anyway, I tell her like the strategy. I don't know if I want to spoil it on public TV right now.
It's not much.
It's not much, but it does the job. Anyway, so I told her
when he's lucky, yeah.
Yeah. So I told her, but the thing was like I was not interested in her. Like I'm not really attracted to like much taller girls. I think it'd be fine, and probably for my kids' sake, they would love if Papa decided to go for a long girl. But
You just say a long girl.
well, I call like the tall guys long boys, so like I double down on that. Anyway,
He only says that because he's jealous.
no, I'm not jealous. I listen. They nerfed me for a reason. Listen. Can you imagine I was 6'5" right now? That would be. Listen, I wouldn't be doing this podcast right now if I was 6'5".
That is such cap.
No, that's exactly what
You would have the
happen.
same exact fucking codependency
No,
at
please,
6'5"
no.
as you do now. Do not blame your height on your issues.
No, I don't have any issues with my height. I'm just saying, if I was 6'5",
I know you don't have issues with your height. You just have issues, period.
issues, period. Anyway, so this has become a roast of Alec at this point, but
when isn't it?
yeah, she asked for my number after we left the bar because like I could tell she wanted to like hook up.
Mm.
You know, some girls are like will give you kind of like fuck me eyes.
Sure.
And I'm sure like guys are like similar, right? Like a girl knows when a guy is into them. So like,
of course, yeah.
I feel like if a girl's trying, you'll know pretty easily that she's into you. So anyway, I was like, you know, it's Friday night, but I'm not that down bad. And so I went home alone. Round of applause for me doing the Lord's work and going home safely to my own bed.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the rest of this story before I believe that.
Well, that's probably the end of it.
So you didn't do anything with anyone on Friday? Because I believe you told me.
Wait,
you were busy this weekend.
I was busy. Was that?
Can't even keep track.
No, sorry. No. I can keep track. Okay. And she dropped the fucking fussy again. This shit can't even hold anything together. Anyway.
If you keep talking shit.
If you keep dropping the one thing you're supposed to hold on to during this podcast.
Why does it matter?
It doesn't. You're right.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
So anyway, she's undergoing anger management therapy right now. But anyway.
He's going to codependency therapy.
That's fine.
At least he should be.
As we should. So
short person therapy, that too.
Julia is also short, for what it's worth.
Yeah, but it's cute.
No, I don't think it's cute. I don't think what you do is cute. Anyways,
I've never gotten a complaint about my height.
Okay, I haven't either.
Okay.
So anyway, that was Friday. Saturday we went to I don't know. I did a bunch of stuff. Saturday I went to sushi dinner. Okay, Friday I also went to sushi dinner. Saturday I went to the same place. It's called 312 Fish Market. It's in like kind of South Loop, Chinatown.
I wanted to try that place.
It's really good actually. It's probably my new favorite sushi spot in the city. My original like reigning crown was Jinsei Moto, which is like a low-key spot in West Loop. Like not many people know about it or go there, but it's fire. This spot, honestly, I don't know if it took the cake or not, but they were very tied, like very close. I'd take somebody there either way. But anyway, so that was Saturday. I went like mini golfing with the shit. See, I'm already getting that was Sunday. Saturday, I went to sushi dinner with one of our buddies, and we called him Elephant. We're just doing animal names. So he is an elephant.
No, wait. I thought. Never mind. Yeah, elephant's fine.
Okay. So anyway, Elephant and I went to dinner. We went to Lone Wolf where we met Lala again. Okay. And I thought I was gonna get a reaction there. And so we went there to Lone Wolf in West Loop. Before that, we also went to Texan Taco. So we were kind of all over the place. But anyway, after Lone Wolf, I met up with this girl who I actually sent a podcast link to.
I think you told me about this.
Right. This is the one that I told you about. So we stopped talking.
Let's call her Morty.
Morty. Okay.
You get it?
Mordicus. I get it, but okay.
Sorry, I thought of that in my head and I thought it would be funny.
Yeah, let's call her Morty.
You should laugh more. It was funny.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. That's my fault. Anyway, so we went to
Wait, sorry. Rewind. So you met this girl at the bar, or like was it someone you matched with?
No, I met her at a bar like 4 months ago.
Okay, and then decided to re-meet up, or was it like a coincidence?
No, we decided to re-meet up. We hung out like 4 months ago, and she slept over, but like we didn't hook up, which is totally fine. Right, guys?
I would never do that.
Right, guys?
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It
No,
just
it's
sounds
fine.
awful.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Not even for you specifically. Just
mm,
to me, like I'd rather shoot myself and sleep over at another person's house in their bed.
yeah. Well, some people would like to lay down next to a humble, charming,
Not if I don't know them.
funny, even if you know them. Anyway, so
I don't do sleepovers unless I'm like serious with the person.
mhm.
I think that just gratuitous sleeping over because you want to be next to a warm body is stupid. But continue.
Okay, well,
Anyways,
I'll be sure to let half the population know your thoughts.
you can.
I will.
The half the population is going to know my thoughts when this is
Yeah, when this
published.
airs, half
They
the
can shit on.
population
They can
of
shit on me some more.
yeah. So anyway, this has become a long weekend story, but we
This is good though. You got good content.
yeah, we hung out. I mean, I wish it was funnier, but we hung out. Actually, I do have a funny story. So anyway, we went from Lone Wolf. We meet up with her at Velvet Taco. Keep in
Okay.
mind, our friend Elephant at this point is blacked out.
Oh God.
Like, and you know how he gets.
No, I'm kind of glad I didn't come this weekend.
This is the same elephant motherfucker that gets
That
drunk
tipped
at
$80.
Texan Taco, right? Like tipped $80, fell on some guy, like blacked out. You know,
We had to carry him down the stairs.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean me. I was the superhero.
right. And here's how you know that he's blacked out. It's because he is sitting at the bar, his eyes are closed, but he's like kind of breathing, kind of not.
It's crazy how he doesn't get kicked out of his like
Yeah.
I will say he's one of the funniest people to go out with blacked out because he just consistently is unscathed.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
he
mean,
got-
I can just imagine
Uh-huh.
so many stories of like guys getting blacked out and just being kicked the fuck out of
Yeah.
bars, getting into brawls, like
Yeah.
just and he is unscathed
No,
every single time.
He only wants to brawl with me. He kept touching me all night. You got to talk to him honestly.
How many times have I told
he was
you?
touching me. He was doing a lot of touching.
I have some incriminating videos of you two both pawing at each other.
No, I'm never like that. Anyway,
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna
he-
have our social media guy.
yeah, our manager. He
I'm
did get
gonna
kicked out of Lone Wolf.
He did get kicked
Yeah,
out.
because I was like the bartender looked at me and like looked at him and was like, dude,
Like,
he's got to
what
like
are
get
you-
his head up, right?
Yeah.
Like, because he's like lights are off, nobody's home, his head is just down in like the
And pretty
the bar
much
table.
any Chicago bar, as soon as they see you start like your head going down, you're first of all, they're not gonna serve you.
yeah.
And they're also just like they're gonna kick you out. Like you need to either wake the fuck up or go home.
Right. So we got up. He gets kicked out. I'm thinking he's going to call an Uber home. No. Instead, what he does is he's like, I want Velvet Taco. So he cancels his Uber. We walk to Velvet Taco. That's where we meet Morty. This crazy fuck gets 3 tikka masala tacos at
That sounds about right.
Velvet Taco.
That sounds about right.
He may or may not have a fetish of sorts, but that's probably for another episode.
A fetish?
A fetish.
For what, tikka masala?
Yeah, he loves
Where it
tikka
comes
masala.
from.
Yeah, probably where it comes from. Anyway, he gets 3, which is a crazy order to get at Velvet Taco. 3 tikka masala, like unless you fucking love tikka masala, that's like
I would not choose
that's a
to
crazy
do that.
order. So anyway, so he has the first one. He's blacked out.
I'm surprised he doesn't throw this shit up.
No. His eyes are closed as he's eating. He has like tikka masala sauce all over his sweater. And he's trying to like touch me still. I'm like, get your fucking nasty ass hands up. He is just gross right now. And blacked.
He's like a baby.
Yeah,
when
so
he's blacked out.
He finished one. Again, it's like, 12:30 in the morning at this point. He like we go upstairs to the bathroom. He comes back downstairs. He sits down. He's having his second tikka masala taco. And there's like a nice Indian couple that's like standing next to us as he's eating.
Oh no.
And I'm like, you guys gotta go. Like, you gotta get away from here. Save yourselves. So he starts talking to the girl.
Oh god.
And who knows what he says. I actually wasn't even like really paying attention because I was grabbing napkins after he fucking forgot how to eat.
Half of the tikka masala
Yeah.
was on him.
Yeah. And it was fine, but he basically like he was talking to them, and then the guy was like, yo, bro, like we're married, in a non-racist way, but that is what he sounded like. So he's like, yo, bro, we're married.
Oh my
That's
God.
not that bad. Like, come on.
Okay, so
I'm an ally.
the
And I
man
have a lot of Indian and Pakistani friends, so
you do.
I think I would get the pass in this situation.
Okay, that's about as good of an excuse as saying I have one black friend.
I don't say that though. Listen, maybe
That's
you
like the
do.
same thing though.
Maybe
It's
you
like I
do.
have a black friend.
I think it's a little different.
Okay. So
Anyway,
anyways,
so he goes like, yo, bro, we're married," and this elephant fuck takes his tikka masala, smashes it against the table, and goes, "What did you say to me?" And I'm like, "What? Like, come on!" I'm like, "You need to calm down," because at this point, security's been following us for the last like 5 minutes.
Of course,
Because they're like, "This guy is a liability." I'm like, "Oh, he's harmless." So
harmless.
he goes like, "What did you?" And keep in mind, he's not even standing straight, right? He doesn't even know what this guy said. He could have said anything, and he goes, "What?" Drops his tikka masala, goes like, "What did you say to me?" And anyway, Morty helps clean him up, which was really nice.
That is really
We
nice.
clean up
I
the
would not do
table.
that.
I know, I definitely wasn't gonna do that. And we leave, which was fine. Like he was chilling, and the couple were fine. Everything was like good after that.
Over.
Elephant leaves. And then it's me and Morty. We go back to mine. We watch a little TV. She spends the night.
This is Saturday night, right?
This is Saturday night.
Okay, so she spends the night.
Spends the night. Sunday, I get up. I go on a bike ride.
Wait, sorry. So
Yes.
can I ask?
Yes.
So the last time she slept over,
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Then this time,
Something happened.
something happened.
Something did happen. I will say, um, what are your thoughts on like how important kissing is?
If you don't kiss me, then you don't get to do anything else with me.
Well, no. What if you kiss, but it's like honestly, like
I think it's weird not to. I think it's just
no. I think kissing is
unpleasant.
fine. I just think like I encourage it if anything. But I feel like I have to stop her a little bit and be like, "What are you doing to my mouth right now?"
Oh, so she was a bad kisser?
She wasn't like the best kisser.
Oh no! Like how? Like, can you try to describe it, or is that too much?
I can show you. No,
No
I'm just kidding.
way.
I'm kidding. No, it was just it was two things. At first, it was like very open mouthed, but it wasn't like like
Was it
tongue.
like tongue or
No, it was like not tongue and open mouth. It was just like my two lips were being swallowed.
Oh, I don't like that.
Which is
I've had a guy do that. But I don't like
I would
that.
listen if it was well, obviously it wouldn't be a dude, but if it was like I would punch them.
Yeah,
Like that's
I
just
usually just try to end it
yeah.
then and there.
Well, I was nice enough, I think, and I was just like I literally stopped her. I'm like, stop! Like you cannot keep kissing me like that. Um, so that was nice to say to
You
somebody.
say it just like that.
I said it similarly to that, I think.
And
But I
how
was
was
just
the reaction to that?
I think
I would kill myself if a guy told me I wasn't kissing well. Like I think
I don't. Well, I didn't even say that. I didn't say you weren't kissing well. I tried to like kind of scurry around it, and I was just like, you need to stop kissing me like that.
scurry around it. Like, okay.
So
So did it get fixed?
well, that part got fixed, but then it was like
A new problem arose.
arose. Yeah. It was like God. I don't even know how to describe these things. Like it just like I feel like her head was like grinding into my head, like pushing into it
Okay.
while we were like kissing, and
Like forehead? Like,
yeah, but like
okay.
forceful forehead.
Oh, that's a little much.
And
I'm like trying to imagine what it's like to kiss someone. I haven't done it in a while, so like I don't really like. I'm trying to like imagine like the physics of it. Like, is that supposed to happen? I don't think so.
Bad physics.
That doesn't seem like the right
This
physics.
is like dark energy right now.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the correct physics.
So anyway, so there's that, and then honestly, like, would I see her again? Yes. Would I like be honest enough to be like, I'm going to fix how you kiss people? Yes, because I like to think that this would be like a good lesson for
How
anybody.
old is she?
She's our age.
Girly pop. Come on now.
Pop. But also, there's like a theory behind that, right? Like, I think cute girls don't have to try as hard. Like, what guy?
That is honestly, I will agree with you on a lot of levels. I think you get a break if you're better looking.
Yeah, like if you're a cute girl, like what guy is gonna be like you need to stop kissing me like that?
I would say
very few.
I agree with that. I think like even probably with like hooking up, like I think like cute girls can get away with kind of just
Yeah,
sitting
like
there,
laying there,
and the
starfish
guy's gonna be
style.
like, "That was amazing," because she was a hot girl.
Right.
And I think as even what you said, you're kind of like it feels good regardless. So like
Well,
whatever.
no, that kissing was not, which
Not
is
the,
why
but
I
I mean
had
like the
I
other stuff,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
any of the other stuff.
Yeah, the other stuff was good. Anyway, so I was like a little perplexed because I did wish like it. I feel like I rarely, because as you get older, you probably just kiss more people, and like either you learn or like somebody just shuts you down and is like, you cannot kiss people like this. Um,
She hasn't been shut down yet,
I did
but
it, so
now you did God's work.
I popped the cherry for that.
I need to like stretch.
So anyway, so I did, I did tell her that, and I feel like it kind of like I feel like hooking up is important, but if you don't kiss me well, like I'm kind of like turned off by
Kind of
it.
ruins the vibe.
Yeah,
I think it totally ruins the vibe if they're a bad kisser.
which is why it's like I stopped it because I was like, listen, like we need to like figure out how you're gonna be kissing people. Now I have a better question for you. I got into this debacle with another girl that I hung out with last weekend
Oh
about
goody,
the bottom lip or the top lip. I don't know if we talked about this already.
we have not.
Okay.
Like which one you go for first?
Yeah, this is really important because I'm always like I go for a girl's bottom lip.
I usually go for the top.
Okay, right. Now I thought that this was like a universal thing that girls take the top lip and a guy gets
I
the bottom lip.
Don't think so, because I'm thinking right now, and I feel like there are times where I would start with the bottom lip too. I think it's kind of just something you figure out very quickly. Like it's one of those things where
Yeah.
like
You don't talk about it really. You just
you don't
kinda,
you just go in for it, and then you can kind of tell too. Like kind of depends on like whose head turns which way too.
Yeah.
Like if you're like I think if you're to the right, you go up, and if you're to the left, you go down.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
I think that's exactly how it works.
I'm thinking about that and then I don't think
Well,
so.
you know when you kiss, you kind of like move your head to one side,
Yeah,
don't you?
I agree. But that doesn't mean that I go top or bottom that way.
Like depending on the direction your head
No.
is. I'm feeling like
No. Well,
think about that the next few times you kiss, and then come back to me.
I will.
That'll be a good experience. You know what? I'll do the same thing.
Well, I
The
know,
next few times I come out, I will try to kiss as many people, and what I'll do is I'll try to like.
How about you go by yourself in the suburbs and you record yourself kissing random people?
Maybe I will.
Okay, do that, and then we'll report back to the podcast.
How about you
Hmm.
go fuck yourself and record it? Record that.
Okay. Anyway, so the podcast doesn't want to see me record that. Okay. And the FBI would be on my case very quickly for that. So I'm not going to do that. But thanks for the offer. Anyway, so she kisses. So some of these girls are kissing me on my top lip. Or I'm sorry, on my bottom lip and making me get their top lip. And I don't like that.
No. Okay. So
no.
you like going for the bottom lip first. That's what you like.
Like
your bottom, the girl top.
Yeah,
okay,
and not even first. Like I would say my goal, not my goal, but like I would probably go 80% bottom lip, 20% top lip.
Oh, so you don't like switch?
Really? I don't really switch. I'll switch like
I feel like that
rarely.
Is so much easier in some ways, but also like I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was Saturday. On Sunday I hung out with a girl that I've seen in the past. I actually got into a little argument with, not an argument, but like a discussion with my neighbors who live on the 6th floor.
Is this Olive?
Yes. Yeah. So shout out to her and her friends. But we talked about like how many times can you go on a date before you sort of have to figure out like what are we doing here?
We've talked about this.
Right. We have. And this is like a repeating pattern that I get myself into.
I'm interested to hear her opinion.
So, well, I think I agree with the opinion. It's just sort of one of those.
You just don't want to follow the opinion.
Well, I mean, yes, but this time I did follow it. Not to spoil anything, but basically she was like, "Listen, you guys have gone out like 5 or 6 times at this point."
Who is this?
This is the 27-year-old Colombian girl.
Okay, is this the one from Escobar?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've hung out with her probably like 5 or 6. This is honesty. So I've hung out with her probably like 5 or 6 times, and it's always been fun. Like we've gone to the lake, we've gone bike riding, we've done like a few like barcade or mini golf or whatever. So at this point, it's kind of like I wouldn't say we're dating because like I'm not really like looking for anything unless the right person comes. But for the other party, like obviously like 5 or 6 dates in or dates and like she's gonna want to know like what are we doing and like maybe 3 times in I sort of said like I honestly like I don't know yet. I feel like I need to like read the room a little bit better. So now we're on 6. I told my neighbors Olive about the situation. They're like you have to tell her like that you're not interested in dating her because right now you're sort of just like stringing her along.
Agreed, especially because it seems like you're going on like dates. You're not
Right.
just like having her come over at
Well, she
night.
also doesn't want to just come over
Right, because
because she
okay.
wants to go on dates.
Obviously. Okay.
I mean that would be easier if she just came over, but
Right, but
anyway,
then why enter okay, but that's a whole nother conversation. Continue.
so I was like, okay, fine. Like I do feel bad because like I do like her a lot as a person. I think she's great. I think she's really nice and she's cute. And she's smart. But it's not like I would like wife her up. And I
Hmm.
feel like the way that I date, I've only dated 2 people in like whatever
6 years,
yeah,
6 or 7 years,
7 years. So
yeah.
like if I'm dating somebody, I'd like to think that like I would do 4 or 5 months of just seeing each other like exclusively and then officially dating. But if I'm dating, like I'd like to introduce you to my parents eventually, right? Like I'm thinking like long term, if I'm dating, I have a very high benchmark for it. So I think she's great. I just don't think like long term we're gonna like work out. And I told her that in a nicer way. I said like, listen, I called her after I had my conversation with my neighbors because I felt bad because they were kind of like
Guilting you.
they were guilting me.
Which I
Honestly,
think
yeah,
they don't need to guilt you, but I think they are like the sentiment, like what they're saying is right.
yeah, I agree, and I do think like it's not even like guilting, like because I know I'm like I don't want to act like an asshole to this girl that I think is like nice and stuff too.
Of course not.
So I figured like let's just like kind of like break the room again. And I called her, I FaceTimed her and I was like, "Hey, listen, like I know we're still hanging out today. Um actually sorry, this was Saturday that I called her.
And
Um
you were supposed to hang out on Sunday, I'm
yeah,
assuming?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I called her and I was like, "Hey, I know we're supposed to hang out tomorrow. I just wanted to let you know that like I like spending time with you. Like I think you're great. I just don't see us like long-term dating."
Mhm.
And I'm like, again, like I think like the ball is in your court in terms of like, do you want to keep seeing me, or do you want to sort of just like,
Break it
yeah,
off.
break it off because I don't want to like, I don't want
You
to
don't want to lead her on.
exactly like I don't want to lead you on for the next like because she was like seeing a guy for like 10 months before, and they were like never officially boyfriend girlfriend,
No, that's I would never.
and that's ass. Like I don't want to do that to
I've done that
somebody.
before, but it's you. I know I will never do it again.
Yeah, like, and I also like I don't want her to like think back on this and be like, oh, he was a piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
so anyway, so I told her, I called her, and the conversation went nicely. I mean,
Good on you to call her instead of texting.
yeah,
I
well,
mean,
texting is just, it's even tough to,
in person would have been probably the best, but I think
well,
even the fact that you just like you had the balls to just like
okay,
FaceTime
in
her.
person would have been better, but like, what am I going to tell her? Like, when she comes over on
I
Sunday
know
in person,
it's an
like,
awkward
yeah,
situation. I'm giving you kudos for the fact that you at least
but not
FaceTimed her.
100% kudos.
No, I think I can see why you would choose not to do it in person in
Yeah,
that specific scenario. So you get kudos.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So anyway, so I'm like, listen, take the night, like take a week, whatever you want to like think about it. I did like reiterate, like, listen, I'm not trying to lead her on still, but I'm just like, I do like spending time with you. Like, if I didn't like spending time with you, I wouldn't even like hang out. Like, I'd probably just not even text you again.
Of course, of
Um,
course.
but I'm like, I like spending time with you, so um, we should, if you want to like do that, then let's do that. Um, anyway, so we hung out again on Sunday. We went mini golfing. She spent the night actually.
So she decided she still wanted to see you.
Yeah, she decided she still wanted to see me, and um, it was great. She's like honestly probably the best hookup I've ever had.
Wow, that's saying a
Yeah,
lot.
and she's like great kisser.
Would you ever bring her out with us? Like, is she at least like in that?
Yeah,
Because I mean, you brought out that one
Asian
chick.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would bring her out. I think it just depends. Like, I also feel like we've been like going on like these so-called like dates and stuff to the
Mm-hmm.
point where like I wouldn't want her to like start to meet my friends and like think that like it's becoming more serious. Like it really depends. Like I don't want to like keep on like pushing this
Mm-hmm.
when we should be kind of just like
Keeping it casual.
yeah, keeping it
I think the
casual.
biggest thing you need to learn is you need to stop going on dates. Like I think
Right.
what you decide to do is you meet women and you're like, okay, let's go bike riding, let's go to dinner, let's go get
Yeah.
drink. Those are dates. And if you're looking to date, that's totally cool. And if you want to be like getting to know people, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what you do is you're like, you realize after the first date, I know you, where you're
Mm.
like, okay, I like this person, but I'm not going to date them.
Well,
At that point, you should probably just never date them again. Be like, oh, I don't see this. You're fun, but like it can only be casual. And at that point, you really should be only going out for maybe drinks in the evening or like just having them come over at night instead of like going out with them.
well, what
Because I
if
wouldn't be surprised if this girl thinks she can change your mind.
well, listen, I mean at a certain point like whose problem is that?
I
Like
know it's her problem, but I think you also allow that type of thinking in a little bit, even if you don't completely intend to. When
I mean, yes, I
you're texting them
agree.
all the time and you're
Well,
going out and doing all these things and you're cooking them dinner and
okay,
all
but
of that.
I'm like not really cooking dinner. Like I'm meal prepping for the week and they just so happen to be coming over. So like I'm cooking
That's what
myself.
you think. You're thinking in your head
Yeah.
about only yourself. Sometimes you need to broaden the horizons of your thought process to how things you do perhaps might make others feel.
So the question is though is like yes, it would be nice if I could just do something like casually. But like if a girl wants to like cuz a girl's not just going to come over the first like time. So you want to go out and
Right, so
like
go get drinks.
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. But it shouldn't be any more serious than that. You shouldn't be going to the lake together. You shouldn't be going to dinners together. You shouldn't be doing any of that if you want it to be casual. What like
Yeah,
that's not casual.
right.
I'm not like people that I go to dinner with.
Mm, it's
I
casual for me.
it's not casual for most people. I would at least for girls. If you're looking at
Yeah.
it from a girl's side, at least from my side, someone who I really don't deal with bullshit anymore. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste anyone else's time. I'm not going on a date with someone like dinner or like something that's beyond just like casual drinks and hooking up unless I'm trying to get to know the person. If I no longer want to get to know the person on a level beyond hooking up, then that's it. There's not there we're not going to dinner. We're not going to might bring them out to bars with me, but I'm not going to be doing sleepovers with these people or going to dinner or going on bike rides along the lake. I'm not going to do that with someone that I don't want to date. I'm doing that with my friends who I have already, or I'm doing it with somebody that I am interested in. And if a guy wants to do shit like that with me and then try to tell me it's casual, they can kick rocks at that point because they're
Yeah.
wasting my time. I don't do that. Like that's a waste of my time.
Okay, I like doing it though.
Wait, you like wasting people's time because you want
Well,
the
no,
attention.
I
You want
like
the
going.
attention.
No, I
You
like
want the
going and doing stuff with
you
other
have to
people.
right, but you have to admit that a lot of it is you want attention. You want attention from a girl that you're interested in sexually. So you want to go do all these boyfriend girlfriend things
Uh-huh.
without any of the commitment of being a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And I think that's just like you got to start thinking about figuring out how you don't need that anymore. Because then you'll be able to actually be picking and choosing the right people and not wasting people's time and putting yourselves in situations like this.
Well, there's
I
not
can
really
already sense this is going to be a situation.
no situation. I mean, listen, I if I want to go and like hang out with somebody, and they also want to go to the lake with me, and
Of
they know that it's
course.
not going to be like a serious thing,
Of
then
course. And
whose
at the end of
fault is
the
it at a certain
at
point?
the end of the day I agree with you. It is technically their fault for putting themselves in that situation, but why invite it? Why invite that situation to happen? Because at the end of the day, of course, it's not your fault. Like everybody has their own will and they
Yeah,
can make their own decisions, but you are inviting problems to possibly come in
yeah.
because they might make it your problem.
I hope they don't.
You hope they don't, but when you do it enough times, probability is that you're going to get fucked one way or another. You're going to piss someone off, you're going to hurt someone's feelings. And I know you at least somewhat care if you hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I agree.
I just think, of course, it's not your fault,
Yeah,
but you invite the possibility of something like that happening when you do things like that. That's
right.
my point. But again, free will. If you wanna do that, I mean, Godspeed.
Yeah. Um,
Couldn't be me, but
yeah.
again, you're somebody that needs that right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Every day.
Apparently,
No, I
yeah.
mean, I don't listen. I don't mind like doing stuff with other people, and if it happens to be a cute girl, then arrest me. Like
No, I think that's fair to want to do something with cute girls. You just have to kind of admit that that's what you
what I'm
need
doing. Yeah,
and
no, I
what you
like
need.
that. I mean, I don't. I
I think it's
want.
more
I
than
would say
liking.
want.
I think it's more than liking.
I
I
wouldn't say
think
it's a
it's a
need though.
perpetual
I
need.
think it would be a want
I
because I don't need it. Like
mm,